While we wait for others to join in, I'm just sending you some healing frequencies through my music. Just bringing you down into this calm state. Whatever it is that you've been going through for the day, just bring it all down so that you can tune into this frequency of calmness as we get ready and prepare ourselves to get into this frequency of meditation. Just let go of everything, anything at all that has been playing in your mind, worrying, thinking, whatever it is that's been going on for this moment. Just let them all go. Just drop them or leave them on the side. You can say, I'll deal with it later after this meditation. So for now, just push them aside, put them on the shelf, put them in a box, wherever you want to, and we'll come back to it later. So just preparing you to come into this frequency of being in this present moment of calm. Manipura is the Solar Plexus Chakra. This is our power center. So this is a very powerful energy center. And this is where a lot of people, majority of people on the planet, as we are in this stage of evolution that we are in, this is where many people function from, but function from an imbalanced solar plexus. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it, what it is, and how do we know. So the solar plexus, it resides it is around the area. So every chakra gently spins, and the word chakra means wheel, which means that it gently spins. And everybody can feel this. It's not just something written in some ancient books or some mystical information. We can all feel it. We're all energy beings, and we can feel this energy. We feel energy in so many ways, but we just aren't aware that it is energy we are feeling. But our energy centers, our entire body, our entire being is an energy system. So we have so many energy centers running, energy lines like pipelines running around like our nervous system in our physical body. Parallel to that, if you like, the energetic lines run all within and around our body, outside our body. And there's so many energy centers. But we have seven main centers, and this is what I have been doing. Started 2 Sundays ago, so today is the third day. And if you haven't watched the other two, starting from the root and then the sacral, and today's the solar plexus, you can watch it in my playlist, which I have linked in the description, so you can watch it there and catch up right from the beginning. So I'm going to do the series for the 7 main chakras, right to the crown. So today is right in the middle, solar plexus. It resides in the area of above our navel, but just below the diaphragm. So diaphragm and navel, so it's around here. So above our navel, but below our diaphragm is where general area of where the solar plexus energy center spins. Just gently. So when it is in balance, all our energy centers they spin gently. The first time I experienced feeling the first energy for me, the first energy center that I felt was my crown chakra spinning. About 15 years ago, when I started on my spiritual journey, when I started meditating, practicing yoga and meditating, I felt my crown chakra spin for the first time. And at that time, I had no idea about it. I didn't know what it was. In fact, I thought something was wrong with my brain at that point. But I liked it. I liked the feeling. I didn't know what it was, but I enjoyed it. So I just continued doing it. And very soon I started to learn about our energy centers. And also following, I started feeling all the other energy centers as well when I was meditating or when I was doing practicing yoga. I started feeling my throat chakra, started feeling my roots, all of them, my solar plexus, sacral, gently spinning outside. They could be spinning behind your spinal column, and they could be spinning in front of you as well. So sometimes, even unbeknown to you, you may be even feeling the gentle spinning of this energy, but you're just not aware and you haven't been paying attention because we just didn't know. We were never taught about this in schools. We didn't know about it. But once you start practicing something deep, such as yoga or meditation or Tai Chi or whatever, something that we practice deeply and we focus on something deep, we start to feel these energy centers. We start feeling it in our hands, and our hands are full of energy centers. And we know this also intrinsically. We know this, we have it inbuilt already. And that's why when we just bang our elbow somewhere or something like that, and we just go, ow, we automatically go like this, ow. Why do we do that? Because we have this healing energy centers here that immediately helps in calming down the effect of that bang that we just did. And that's why we automatically just do it when something gets hurt, or we just put our hands automatically like that, our palms, because these are full of energy centers, our feet, everywhere, our entire body. So we can feel this. And the solar plexus. So today we're talking about solar plexus, so I will stay with the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the color that is associated with solar plexus is yellow. So yellow is the golden light color. That's the color that's associated with our power center. And when our solar plexus is out of balance, then we're functioning from a place of anger. And how does it get imbalanced? By nature, it's just supposed to spin gently. But how does it get blocked, or how does it go out of balance? How does it, either slow really down and not spinning properly, or it starts to spin really fast, so it's generating too much heat? It can be both ways. How does it get into that state? Why do we get into a state of imbalance? with our energy centers. It's because we haven't been aware. It's because we didn't know what we're supposed to do with the things that we generate from within ourselves. So that's at four levels. The physical level, what are the foods and drinks we are consuming? The mental level, what are we thinking? What are the thoughts that we are creating within ourselves? The emotional level, what are the emotions we are generating? What are the emotions we are suppressing? What are the emotions we are constantly dealing with within ourselves and around us? And fourth is our spiritual level. So it has to be at all four. We have to work on all four levels for the chakras, for our energy centers to remain in balance. And if we start eating and drinking foods and drinks which are not beneficial for the physical body, it also creates that imbalance. It contributes to that imbalance. So it's not just one factor. It's not just physical. It's not just mental, not just emotional. All of these factors play a part, and all together, and that's how it starts to impact in the long run. And it takes a lot of time. It doesn't happen in a day. So if I have been angry for one day, that's not going to affect my solar plexus. But let's say I've been holding on to anger for a very long time. Um, Either I react with anger towards people, or I am angry and I'm holding on to anger towards other people, towards life situations, whatever. I'm holding on to a lot of anger, or I'm constantly being angry and reactive, even if I don't go and shout at other people, but I'm still holding on to anger. How can I do this? How can she do that? All the time I'm generating that anger within myself, and or I'm suppressing anger. So suppressing anger is something that a lot of people are not even aware. Even I wasn't aware of until I started on my journey of healing. That what suppressing anger does. So we could suppress a lot of anger. So in situations where, because a lot of times we have been taught or we have learned from society that in order to be civilized, we must not show our anger, we must not do this, we must not do that. We teach ourselves that. So we don't act out in anger, but we have been triggered anger within ourselves because of somebody's actions or because of life situations or whatever it is that we hold responsible for that anger to have been created within us. But we don't act out onto anybody. We don't go and shout at anybody. We don't go and tell or speak to anybody about it. But because we haven't dealt with that emotion, we are suppressing it inside ourselves. And that suppressed anger is energy. Energy never dies, so it goes somewhere, it sits somewhere. And this is what happens. So suppressed anger, holding on to anger, this is the center. So our power center, the solar plexus, is also where it is the seat of anger as well. So if we know how to release the anger, release the energy, if we know how to let go, not suppress within ourselves, not act out on other people, not go and shout at other people, but rather release the energy, and then we know how to bring everything back into balance. So anger is one that contributes to imbalance. Anxiety, leading an anxious life or high anxiety, is another factor which also creates imbalances in our solar plexus. And when we hold on to these emotions that we're not aware of even, then when the imbalance happens, what happens is in the long run, it starts to manifest in our physical body. And what we call as diseases, I call them just symptoms, but symptoms start to manifest in the body because of this imbalance. So the symptoms may come as, gut issues, irritable bowel syndrome, or Crohn's or colitis, or um, things related to our digestive system, our stomach, gastroenteritis, our organs such as liver and pancreas, all these organs that are situated around this area in our solar plexus, they start to get affected by this energy that is imbalanced, that may be blocked, or either moving too fast. So when we have an imbalanced solar plexus energy, it can start to affect the physical the symptoms will appear in the physical in those ways. So when we want to heal our body, when we want to get into our healing journey, that's why we must work on all the four levels: the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. So it may seem like a lot of work, and it did seem like a lot of work when I started, but it isn't. Once we get into the mindset, it's about a lifestyle. It's about knowing what is good for me. It's about knowing that, okay, I feel really good when I know how to let go of this anger, when I'm not holding on to this anger, when I'm not suppressing this anger. I feel really good when I am calming myself so that I don't create this anxiety. And anxiety is another thing. It doesn't come, it's not just a mental something that it just happens on its own. It's created from a lot of food and drinks that we input into the body that creates anxiety. So if we continue to consume those things, anxiety will constantly be created, stress will constantly be created in our bodies, and that cycle continues. And as the cycle continues, and we can't get out of that cycle, and then we don't know how to get onto the healing journey. So that's why I offer various classes, and if you're interested, let me know, leave a comment, and I'm happy to assist you in whatever way that I can. But for the purpose of this meditation, I'm not going to continue this conversation for a long time. Yeah, so the solar plexus is our power center. This is our fire center. So this is the area where we have our digestion. The food digestion happens here. Our digestive system lives in our solar plexus. So that's why it's called the fire. When it comes to digestion, we're burning with fire. We're burning the food with fire, our internal digestive fire. So this is the fire. The fire as an element, and the element that governs this center is fire element. So what it means is that when fire is balanced, when fire is used in a positive way, then fire is an element that burns all darkness away, all impurities away, and it purifies. That's why fire is used as a purification element in all ceremonies held in various indigenous cultures. Fire is always used, fire is always known as the purifying element. So when fire is used in that way, that's what purifies us. So in the same way, when we know that we're consuming the right foods, we are drinking good water, and we're nourishing the body with proper nutrition, proper food, the right food, etc., and the digestive fire is going on in a perfect balanced state, the fire element will continue to work for us and eliminate whatever is not required for us. It will do the elimination job, etc. And that's how the digestion works and our fire element works. But when it's out of balance, then the fire can burn us. Just in the same way as in the outside, fire can burn anything. So when it's out of balance, then the internal fire can also burn us. And the internal burning will then manifest as certain symptoms in the physical body that, again, we call diseases. But they're just symptoms, they're not diseases, they're just symptoms. And we can get rid of all those symptoms. We can heal all those symptoms simply by knowing how to work on all these four levels and how we can do that. So this is the fire area. This is our internal fire area. This is our power area. This is also where the seed of anger generates from. This is where the seed of anger resides and gets triggered. But it's also our place of power. What that means is this is the area, this is the center from where we can take action. So any action that we have to take in life, and therefore it's quite a masculine energy as well. So any action that we have to take in our life for doing whatever. So let's say I want to become really healthy, okay? But I don't have the motivation to practice yoga or qigong or tai chi or pilates or go for pilates class or whatever, go to the gym or whatever. I want to be really calm and peaceful, but I don't really have the will to try meditation or learn about how to do things to calm my mind, etc., etc. So I want to be well, I want to do these things, but I don't have the motivation, is the word people use. I don't have the motivation to do it, to pursue anything that is going to help me with my goal of wanting to be well. So that lack of motivation, that lack of inspiration, that's a word I prefer, inspiration. That lack of inspiration, that lack of willpower, it comes from here. So willpower resides here. Our determination resides here in our solar plexus. So that's where our power comes from. When we know how to harness this power, when we know how to bring our solar plexus into balance, and we know the difference that, okay, if I'm acting with anger all the time, reacting with anger all the time, if I do not seem to have any willpower to do this or try something, or if I'm not determined in this thing that I want to do. I know it's good for me, but I'm not able to do it, and I lack that determination. All of these are signs letting us know. In the physical symptom, if we have issues related with our gut, liver, pancreas, all the organs that live around that area, if they have issues, then that's another sign letting us know that our solar plexus may be out of balance. So what we want to know is, how do we step into our power? And that comes with gentleness, and hence the title, to step into your power with gentleness. So how do we do that? How do we step into our power with gentleness? Is by tuning in to our breath. So as long as we know how to tune into our breath and always bring the breath down, really calm breaths, gentle inhale all the way into our belly, and then gentle exhale. We train our body, we tune our body to this natural rhythm of breath. That's when we can step into our power with gentleness, because then we can cultivate gentleness in every step that we take, whether it's gentleness in the food that we eat, gentleness in the way we walk, gentleness in the way we react and respond to others, gentleness in the way we speak and we deal with others in every situation. We can bring that gentleness only when we bring our awareness back to our breath and bring our breath down, and supplemented by all the other things of cleaning up our diet and changing our lifestyle and bringing um, more open lifestyle, willingness to try lifestyle, being open, being receptive, being out in nature. So when we change our lifestyle, when we're willing to do all that, willing to make that commitment for ourselves, that I am willing to do this, and I'm willing to do this with gentleness, and we can step into our true power, and we can let go of that anger. We don't need to be angry. We don't need to react to anger. We can let go of that. Every time I learn to tune myself back into my breath, back into my breath, that's it. That's all you've got to do. Just gentle inhale all the way in and gentle exhale. So for this meditation, this is all that I'm sharing, but I am going to now guide you into the meditation. So as usual, all you have to do is just allow my voice to guide you. So gently close your eyes. Just bring your awareness to your breath. As you gently close your eyes, just relax your body, drop your shoulders. If you've been tense, just drop it. And close your eyes, just gently closed. You must be completely relaxed. And bring your awareness to your breath. Gentle inhale through the nose and all the way into your belly, and hold. And then exhale out through your belly. So it's a rhythm of gentle inhale, hold, and gentle exhale. Gentle inhale, hold, and gentle exhale. So allow your body to get into this natural rhythm, this natural flow of breath. This is how we are by design. Our natural rhythm of breath is the calm breath. This is our natural state, the relaxed state. And as we remember to bring ourselves back to this state as often as we can, and our bodies come back into balance, all our energy centers come back into balance. So it's just about relearning. We already know this because it's inbuilt in us. We knew this as children, as babies. We were calm, we were breathing in deep, baby's breath going all the way into the belly. When babies sleep, you can see their bellies rising, going in, up and down. So we know it already. But we had forgotten as we grew up. We had forgotten because we got busy in our lives, and we'd forgotten to do that, and our breaths became shorter and shorter. And that's when the imbalances start within us. So as we remind ourselves once again, it is the breath that calms everything down. Just come into this breath all the way into our belly and exhale. That's it. And as you stay in this natural breath, you bring your awareness to your solar plexus, and you can even use your hands to do that. So you can place in the same way as I do on my heart, you can do the same on your solar plexus with your left hand first, and then the right on the solar plexus, the right on top. So left first and right on top. In the region below your diaphragm, above your navel. So as you close your eyes and you're breathing gently and you're touching that area with your hands, this gentle touch, just feel if there's any difference as you do this. Do you feel a sense of calm, a wave of calm coming through your entire body? And just breathe in that calm as you feel it. Just breathe in this calm. So you can do this whenever you feel anxious or you feel overwhelmed and you feel out of sorts, out of control. That's the time you can use this technique. Just put your hands on your solar plexus and the left hand first, because the left hand is where we receive energy. The right is for giving. And the solar plexus, because it's our power center, is connected with our right hand. So right is the giving hand. And when we are in our power center, if it's imbalance, we're constantly giving a lot. That's an imbalance, because we must have a balance of receive and give. So that's why the receive hand first, to balance out that over giving. We must receive and then give. So receive, and that brings, if your solar plexus has been spinning too fast, let's say because of high anxiety or overwhelm or stress, because most people are in that kind of state of well-being nowadays, this modern lifestyle. And therefore, when you place your left hand first in the solar plexus region, it calms down that energy center straight away. So whenever you feel overwhelmed, you can do this yourself. Just gentle breath and your hands on your solar plexus. And then if you feel that your power has been low and you want to activate some more power because of the way you've been feeling, not very well, or you feel other people's power over you and you feel you want to bring your power up, at that point you can use your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your power center, just to activate that power a little bit for yourself. But it must all be for the greater good. Always remember, whatever that you do with yourself, any betterment that you wish, whether that's healing your body or healing your life or life situations, it must always be for the greater good. It must not be from the place of control, that I want to control the situation, or selfishness, that I want this done this way, so I'm going to do it. Not from those places, but rather function from a place of love, from a place of joy. And that's another thing for the solar plexus center. It is also the center of joy. So your happiness lives here. All your happiness lives here. Your joy is in your gut. So your determination, your willpower, your joy, all of them live in this area. And when you are in balance, when your energy center is in balance, then you will begin to enjoy the radiance of these qualities within you. Whatever it is that you wish to do, whether that's to do with healing your body, you want to feel better, or you want your life situation to be better, whatever life situation it is, you can tune into your solar plexus and say to yourself, speak these words to yourself, that I am allowing myself to be guided by my own inner instinct, my own innate intelligence, which is within me, that is always guiding me to step into my true power with gentleness, with care, with compassion. So these are the words that you can speak to yourself if you want to practice it yourself. That I am allowing the innate intelligence within me, my inner capabilities, to guide me to my true power. And true power comes with responsibility. We must always remember that power comes with responsibility. So when we are allowing ourselves to be guided to our true power, there is a huge responsibility that we must not do it for any destructive purposes or any selfish gains, but for the greater good, for myself and for everybody around me, for the planet. Must always be for the greater good for all. And so tuning into my power center to step into this ability within me with the gentleness. Breathe in all the way into your belly and feel this gentleness within you. And you can affirm to yourself that from today onwards, I am going to step into this gentleness within me. That I can step into my power of well-being, my power of functioning from a place of love, from a place of calm, from a place of joy, and function from a place of gentleness. That I can see everybody from this perspective, and I can deal with every situation from this perspective. And just feel this, the magic of these words within you as you hear these words. The calmness in your body. And the human body is always listening. It's a super intelligent body that we have. It has all the receptors to receive and transmit signals. And so, whatever words that we speak, the body is always listening. And as we speak these gentle words, these loving words, these compassionate words, these calm words, the body will receive the frequencies of those words. And this is how we can teach ourselves to step into our true power of calm, because calmness is the true power. Step into our calmness, step into our gentleness. And feel this gentleness spread all over your body, coming out from your solar plexus center, the golden yellow sun right there in the center of your being, your own sunlight, your very own sun within you, your central sun, which is always shining out radiantly. And just feel the gentleness of these words in your being, in your body. And breathe in this gentleness. And breathe out this radiance from your inner power. And with this beautiful feeling of radiance and gentleness, I'm bringing my offering for today to a close. And you can take your time to gently open your eyes and move your hands and fingers gently. Take your time. And I'm grateful to you all for your presence, and for playing a part in this human spiritual evolution that we are on. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday for our beautiful heart center, the most powerful center. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sending you much love. Thank you.